Back when COVID lockdowns first began, I ended up creating my own workout routine to help stay in shape. Today, I will show you how I perform those very exercises. The first shall be some leg exercises like toe lifts and high knees. Next, we'll move on to some stretches, which are side dips and some cross knees. Finally, we will move on to the tricep area where we do some tricep curls and some bicep curls. Although these exercises will be shortened down due to time constraints. I'll be using a 15-pound kettlebell and I'll be using a 3-pound dumbbell. So let's get started with these exercises. Alright, so the first exercise we shall be doing are called toe lifts. So you pretty much go up and then down. So like 1, then 2, then 3, and then 4, then 5, and 6. So you're kind of doing it like sort of 2 steps. Like you're going up and then you're going down. And so if you have a hard time like imagining how to actually like do it when you're doing it on your own, just imagine you're just staying on your tippy toes, but repeatedly times like 1 and then 2. And another thing to think about too is you're wondering why are you doing this, is that when you're doing toe lifts, they're working out your calves a lot. So when you're actually doing them, you'll actually feel it. There'll be a little tugging on your calves because you'll be working them out. All right. For the second exercise, we shall be doing some high knees. So pretty much 1, and then 2, and then 3, and 4, and 5, and then 6. All right. So for high knees, is when you're making your leg go up and down, and you're also working out your hamstrings while going through it. And so if you have a hard time, like again, when it comes to toe lifts, if you're having a hard time remembering or just imagining it, just imagine you're just marching in place. You're just going 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4. Make sure that your knees always bent when you're doing it. Alright, so for our next step, we are working on the core, is we shall be doing some side dips. So for side dips, it's kind of like a stretching. You go like 1, and then 2. And as you notice, I added a little twist to it. Because after you do the stretch, you go down, and you do a crunch. And then you do 1, and then you do 2. You do 3, and then 4, and 5, and then 6. Alright, so when you're doing this, the side dips, and with the twist, the key thing to remember is how you're doing the crunches exactly. Like when you're doing the crunches exactly, you have to do it like this, like you're actually going to do it. Your arm just can't be like sort of on the side, it has to be like straight up in a crunch position. Alright, so now we shall be moving to cross knees, which is kind of like high knees in a way. So you're taking your elbow as if you had just finished doing a crunch, and you're taking it and putting on your opposite knee. So you're doing like 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5, and then 6. So pretty much the rules kind of apply to high knees, kind of apply to this, only you're just working your upper body a bit more with your hamstrings as well. Alright, so now we shall be moving on to the final and third section of the exercises, which are stretches, shall be bicep curls. So for bicep curls, you do 1, you do 2, and then 3, and then 4, and 5, and then 6. So for bicep curls, a key thing to remember is that when you're going down, make sure your arm is completely straight, not like halfway there, it has to be completely straight, so you can get all the like benefits of it. And so that's pretty much what you gotta do for bicep curls. So next, we shall be doing some tricep curls. So pretty much, for example, it's 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and 5, and then 6. And then you alternate and go over to the other arm, which you do 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4, and 5, and then 6. So one key thing to take away that some people make some mistakes is that when you're going up for the first part, your arm has be completely straight up and out. Just like if you're doing bicep, it has to be completely straight up or straight down and everything. And then when you're going back, doing the triceps, you gotta make sure that your arm and your elbows are like behind your neck and everything. And sometimes it can be below your shoulder, but it doesn't always have to be below your shoulder. It's just personal preference. So that's pretty much what you need to know when you're doing triceps. Alright. Okay, I've gone through all 3 parts of the body workout. They're pretty simple exercises that can get you standing up and your blood flowing. So I hope in the future, or if another lockdown happens, you can all use these so to help you out, stay in shape and everything, because you can't go much in places. So thank you for taking the time out to listen to me, and well, that's about it. Bye.